Running low on groceries? Why not visit RealValueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
The Housing Authority offers products that people can choose from, products that people can access, and I think anyone looking to build, just call the Housing Authority of Grenada. The service was superb. Every step of the way, they collaborated with the owner, they collaborated with the builder. The builder himself was really good. For what I've seen them do, I have to say that from buildings they have done in the past to where they are now, they have come up to speed with modern trends, modern designs, and I think I will advise anybody to choose the Housing Authority of Grenada.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call superb distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
Alrighty, and thank you very much. Welcome one and all to another Mikey Live program. I'm your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and welcome to, what we call news discussed, not told. So we're discussing the business. We have a real thing to tell you about, thing in Grenada, thing all over the place. You understand? Oh yeah, boy, what? Grenada different. Telling me, so things might be cooling down now in Carriacou, People tired. I saw jab in tongue this morning. In Grenada and mainland, in town this morning, I said, wait, I want to come out. No, listen, that's what makes us different, because you just don't know what you get. Jab walk into town. I was about 9 o'clock, somewhere around there. Jab walk into town this morning. You're telling me? Anyway, Grenada ranks 19 in the world when it comes to netball. I wish I could say the same for football. Alright? So, we're going to tell you more about that. Derelict vehicles to be removed from the nation's roadsides. All where you go is a old vehicle pack up on the side of the road. All where you go. We're going to talk about that in a moment. Work to soon start on the Molinere land slippage. And also, work is going to soon begin on the Seamoon Cultural Center. Audio. Police say they're looking into a video that has been making the rounds, boy, on social media. That shows a mentally ill elderly man being beaten with a cutlass by two individuals. We're going to talk about that in a while. And workers continue to protest against unsafe conditions at the government Printery. So we have all of that and more to tell you about on the program just now. Folks, the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of Quartz, Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value, IGA Supermarket, and Superb Distributors. So we say thank you to all of you. And of course, we're taking a quick break now and come back on the business. Stay right there.
It's finally here. The long-awaited historical drama, Julian Fedor, is finally here. One man with a sense of destiny. 14,000 slaves with a dream and a promise.
Tonight we stand our ground. Tonight we stand on the side of history.
Julian Fedor, presented by Heritage Theatre Company in conjunction with the Grenada Broadcasting Network, the Grenada Cooperative Bank, the Grenada National Lotteries Authority, opening Saturday, 12 February, 7 p.m. at the Trade Center and continuing. Experience the conflict.
Close down their churches, every one of them.
Feel the passion. The epic drama of a people caught up in a desperate struggle for freedom.
Seems to me like you are trying to get yourself killed.
Julian Fedor, bring out the entire family and enjoy an experience in Grenadian theatre.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Yeah, that's right. So thank you again, Nawasa, and ting. So only the first thing that we have to tell all you about exciting news. Yes, boy. Grenada ranks number 19 in the world when it comes to netball. Now, the current world rankings is based on matches up to the 1st of March 2022. So you have Australia all the way to the top, then New Zealand, then England, and Jamaica, so South Africa, Uganda, and it goes all the way down, and then we come to Grenada being number 19. We are ahead of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, who's in 20, and St. Lucia, who is 21. All right. I think the USA is all the way in the 30s, if I'm not mistaken, So I just putting it in context for you. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the USA, they far. Canada is 29. So I'm just putting it again in perspective. The USA is number 34, in fact. All right. So that is just to tell you where we are. All right. So that's good going, actually. That's good going. That makes us feel good. Yeah, so I'll put us on the map. All right. So the next thing that we have to tell you about, boy, derelict vehicles has been a long-standing problem here in Grenada, where you'll find vehicles that are non-functional parked on the side of the road. The authorities say that they are doing all in their power to right that wrong. In fact, there will be a launch that will be taking place on Wednesday, that is tomorrow, God's willing, a national, that's how it's dubbed, derelict vehicle cleanup campaign. Understand? So that's going to be launched tomorrow. And, spearheading all of that and so on will be the various stakeholders, for example, the police, Solid Waste Management Authority, and so on. So Superintendent Ronnie Connaught, who is the officer in charge of the traffic department of the Royal Grenada Police Force. You'll get presentation and things from him tomorrow, God's willing, about that. You understand? Yeah, boy. People just packing and you have to fight. You have to fight to pass, and sometimes these derelict vehicles create problems. If it's not a rat, and it's infested, if it's not infested with rats and so on, it's because it creates a problem for students, for children. Because those things attract little children, and if they have to get cut from all the rusty stuff and so on, while trying to play in those vehicles, a host of problems these vehicles can cause. And so, how long is it going to be there? There are some of these vehicles that have been there for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years on the roadside. That's unacceptable. And so they are saying that they are going to be moving in the direction of cleaning up the whole country when it comes to derelict vehicles. All right, so be guided accordingly. Don't say I didn't tell all you. You know what I mean? All you. The next thing that we have to tell all you about, boy, work is to soon start on the Molinere land slippage. They say there's about 13 companies who have expressed interest in doing this project. So once the tendering process is done, a contractor is selected, then it's peace.
The Molinere landslip, that major slippage in the Molinere area, and that has severed traffic through the western corridor, and we have to now revert to passing through the Mount Morris area. That project went out for tender approximately 6 weeks ago, and tenders are to be returned on Monday the 7th. We have 13 companies expressing interest in repairing that landslip area. We are very excited about having that project completed so we can get traffic moving back within that area. The Molinere landslip occurred separate and apart from the Western Corridor project, and so the government took a decision to act speedily to have that area repaired as quickly as possible. So all the designs are completed, all the geotechnical studies, and so we're now waiting for those tenders to come in on Monday, in which they will be evaluated, and then a preferred contractor will be selected thereafter, and we can see some work in the next couple of months or so. Heavy construction work taking place.
Thank you very much. Anybody want piece of corn? Well, let me give you all a joke now. Yeah, boy, it was corn, my partner. Anyway, so all you, I just find these days, every night for the past 2 or 3 weeks, my stomach is just not settled in the night. And then I realize, but wait, it's like pre-40 syndrome, or I don't know either. Because the body come in, I'm away from 40 by a couple of years, but I just find the body behaving different. It's like the body don't want me to eat nothing after 6 o'clock. Yeah, son. Yeah, so I experimented with all kind of thing for supper these days. Right now I resume to biscuit and saliva. You know what I mean? Because everything I tried working. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Oh God, boy, getting older is not easy at all. All this, no. The Grenada Public Workers Union says it's disappointed with a lack of continuance and urgency by the authorities in addressing the many occupational safety and health issues present at the government Printery. Can I continue? Now, late last year, the workers at the government Printery protested conditions that included but were not limited to leaky roof, mold on the wall, overwhelming chemical smell in the work area, dysfunctional air conditioning, damaged drop ceiling tiles, and much more. The authorities responded with remedial work on the roof in the early part of January this year and completed at the end of January. This work was done with the expressed and comprehensive understanding of all stakeholders involved that the inner part of the infrastructure would be addressed purposefully as the air quality at the building is seriously compromised. Now, the Grenada Public Workers Union says to date, the poor and dangerous conditions in the inner part of the Printery remains unaddressed. The GPWU says all attempts to coordinate with authorities have been met with cosmetic protocols, small talk, and bureaucracies with no action. In this vein, the workers at the government Printery, in the absence of immediate action by the authorities, will utilize their legal rights as stated in the Employment Act Section 74(2)(e) to protect their health. This will take the form of, in the first instance, of leaving at 3 p.m. to protect their respiratory system and overall health. Now, the GPWU says industrial actions will escalate as long as the authorities delay their response to the imminent danger to the short and long-term health of the workers. Now, the Grenada Public Workers Union maintains its commitment to collaboration with all stakeholders, including government, for the health and safety of their members. So what you will find is that they will be living only and Nina, you know, and as you hear, they say because the health and thing, you know, is compromised and then kind of business, all right? So they have to, you know, limit the time they're in the building according to them. You see me? All right, Olio. The next thing that we have to tell our lawyer boy, let me see if I could put up the thing on my screen. All the same business? Right. A team from the National Water and Sewage Authority met with residents and business owners in Clark's Court Bay on Monday, February 28th. You know, to bring them up to speed on the pending commencement of the Clark's Court Bay pipeline upgrade. Now, according to nawasa, the project scheduled to commence on March 14 will see the existing network upgraded from 2-inch to 6-inch mains that will improve the volume of supply to the community, which has for years they have complained about, you know, challenges with their low pressure. Now, the project being executed at a cost of $200,000, that's EC dollars, involves the laying of 3,112 feet of 6-inch ductile iron pipes. Iron pipes, from the junction with Woodlands Main Road through to the Clark's Court Bay Marina, as well as upgrading of the existing lateral lines. Now, residents welcomed the project, they say, with many of them referring to the challenges they experience daily and express excitement at the prospects of the upgrade. All right, so that's good, you know. Now let's get water, you know, when they say water coming, I mean, yeah. Anyway, let's leave that talk. Earlier, for those of you who are wondering what's going on with the St. John's River project, that's by what do you call it in the place, the man, River Road and thing now. Senator Nolan Cox, who is the man who is in charge for infrastructure, he spoke about that project today.
The St. John's River project, as you know, that is another major project that we have ongoing in the River Road area. We have 2 contractors mobilized on that project currently. Sunrise Construction started first, and they are responsible for packages 3 and 4, and work is moving along nicely. And that area, 80% of Sunrise Construction task is completed thus far, and they are scheduled to complete it at the end of March 2022. Creative Design, who just recently commenced work on packages 1 and 2, they are doing excavation work and some concrete works, and they are moving along nicely as well. We do have some outstanding work to be done within that area. That is the reconstruction or the relaying of the roadway, the River Road roadway, and also the 2 bridges, the steel bridges, and the humpback bridge. Those should be go out for tender in the near future. So we will update the public when those works are tendered out.
Thank you very much, Olio. And as well, exciting news for the people out there in St. Andrew. Work is to commence soon on the Seamoon Cultural Center.
Another important development, the Seamoon Cultural Center, we have been given frequent updates on this important project for the St. Andrews area, St. Andrews Parish. We are happy to announce that a contract has been awarded to Kenny's Trucking for work, to commence work on the all-important and long-awaited Seamoon Cultural Center. I just want to signal that the parliamentary rep, she has been very committed in ensuring that we get this project up and running, and they are very excited in the St. Andrews area, and happy to have that project coming back. That is one of the signature institutions within the St. Andrews area to having the Seamoon Cultural Center back up and running.
Thank you very much. Folks, the police say they are looking they're investigating a video that's been making the rounds on social media, today, of an incident that happened, according to one source, this week. Now, I must say to you, those are very, 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 it's a very disturbing video that's been in circulation that shows two individuals beating an elderly person who residents say is mentally challenged. The video lasted for about 2.5 minutes, and for the duration of that time, he was being beaten by those individuals. What exactly happened that led to this incident? I don't know. I really don't know. There are some things that are said in the video, but of course, the police will be looking into that. But they say that they are taking a serious look into that incident. I'm not too sure if any person was brought in already for questioning as it relates to this particular incident, but it is said to have happened in a village in St. Andrew. Again, we do not know for sure what exactly happened that led to this incident, but clearly it shows, and we have deliberately muted the audio of that video again because you can't hear that. All right, so we will continue to monitor this development, and once we are able to get more information about it, then of course we'll be able to share that with you. All right. Okay. What else do we have to tell you? The escalating situation, or the prevailing situation, I don't even know if it's escalating. There are talks of escalation, but in Ukraine, Russia continues to invade Ukraine, and they're saying that they are seeing miles and miles of war vehicles moving from Russia, heading towards Ukraine. And there are talks about the Ukrainians are fighting back, and what they are saying is that the sanctions imposed by the West on Russia, some are saying it's too harsh. But if you are to look at what's happening on the ground, you wouldn't think that there's any effect on Putin, those sanctions, because some of the sanctions, like for example SWIFT, you know when you're doing transactions from country to country and so on, when they give you like a SWIFT code or anything like that, for example, like that, some of the banks are no longer facilitating that. SWIFT is no longer facilitating those transactions with Russia, and so a lot of companies are losing a lot of money. A lot of companies will go bankrupt in another couple of days if this is continued. And I'm talking about companies in Russia. Long lines, because now the people are no longer be able to access cash as they would want to. So that's on the Russian side of things. They are saying that the effects of the current sanctions may last years and has the possibility of crippling the Russian economy. Yes, but on the other side of the fence now, Russia continues to advance into Ukraine. The Ukraine government saying, listen, they still want the West to do more, get more involved. Yes, to stop to stop Russia. You know, they're saying that residential buildings are being targeted, including one of the main TV towers. You know, where persons died and all of that. So they're saying civilians are dying. You know, I don't know, boy. I don't know. This whole war business. Anyway, how are you looking for time? Yeah? How we looking? Alright, so folks, what I want to do right now is take a quick break and come back. And when I come back, what we will have for you is the national report, and we will have the weather. And if we get the dashboard, we will be able to share that with you as well. But the cases are dropping like in free fall here in Grenada, which is a good sign that we are bouncing back from our, well, this was a major outbreak, you know, so we're bouncing back from this. We'll be back shortly.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit RealValueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo Supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
The Housing Authority offers products that people can choose from, products that people can access, and I think anyone looking to build, just call the Housing Authority of Grenada. The service was superb. Every step of the way, they collaborated with the owner, they collaborated with the builder. The builder himself was really good. For what I've seen them do, I have to say that from buildings they have done in the past to where they are now, they have come up to speed with modern trends, modern designs, and I think I will advise anybody to choose the Housing Authority of Grenada.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call superb distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
It's finally here. The long-awaited historical drama, Julian Fedor, is finally here. One man with a sense of destiny. 14,000 slaves with a dream and a promise.
Tonight we stand our ground. Tonight we stand on the side of history.
Julian Fedor, presented by Heritage Theatre Company in conjunction with the Grenada Broadcasting Network, the Grenada Cooperative Bank, the Grenada National Lotteries Authority, opening Saturday, 12 February, 7 p.m. at the Trade Center and continuing. Experience the conflict.
Close down their churches, every one of them.
Feel the passion. The epic drama of a people caught up in a desperate struggle for freedom.
Seems to me like you are trying to get yourself killed.
Julian Fedor, bring out the entire family and enjoy an experience in Grenadian theatre.
Hassle-free loans for your every need. Cards have you covered, best believe. Cards ready, cash is for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all, we on the go. Cards ready, cash, you already know. We got it all, we on the go. Cards ready, cash, always ready. When you're ready, let's go.
Cards ready, cash, ready when you are.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
CARICOM heads say urgent work needs to be done to push forward the CSME agenda. Details to this story and more in the national report. With the news in detail for Tuesday, March 1st, 2022, I am Chrisanne Mitchell. Outgoing CARICOM Chairman, Prime Minister Gaston Brown calls for urgent movement towards the implementation of the CARICOM Single Market and Economy to propel economic transformation post-COVID recovery. CSME forms part of discussions among CARICOM heads currently in Belize for the 33rd intersessional meeting of the Conference of the Caribbean Community. During the official opening on Tuesday, Minister Brown said although the region has recorded many successes and setbacks since COVID-19, there is need now for countries to move forward, develop and thrive together. He said the time has come for CARICOM to shift gears and close its project implementation gaps to ensure the full operationalization of the CSME.
We can no longer afford the luxury of delaying approval of key instruments such as the Financial Services Agreement, investment policy, incentive regimes, and the development and regulation of a regional securities market. The full operationalization of the CSME is required for the transformation of our economies and to fight for a robust post-COVID recovery. CARICOM needs to be able to shift gears and close its project implementation gaps to ensure the full operationalization of the CSME.
Incoming Chairman John Brasino, in outlining the way forward for CARICOM under his leadership, assured his colleagues that CSME will be given top priority to remove barriers that continue to hinder development and growth within the region.
The CSME is the answer to the questions of how do we reduce the region's food import bill, of how do we generate economic growth, how we improve and benefit more from trade with extra-regional partners. A robust CSME is indispensable to building resilient economies. It is central to economic recovery. Integration binds together our community, and this community is at its core family.
Secretary General of CARICOM, Dr. Carla Barnett, reiterated that the time is now for the community to bind together to encourage growth after 2 years of battling with the pandemic. She called for an increase in intra-regional trade from 16 to 18% to 25% by 2025.
Just as the skills of the Caribbean Public Health Agency have guided us through the pandemic, the operations of the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency have been crucial in times of natural disaster. And the structures of the CARICOM Implementation Agency for Crime and Security and the RSS have helped to keep us safe from external security threats. We have in place the tools that we can use to build back better from the social and economic damages of the pandemic. We must now move forward that trust with the trust and confidence we have in those institutions into those measures that make the CARICOM single market and economy work for all of us. Let us set a target to lift intra-regional trade out of the doldrums of 16 to 18% of our total trade into 25% by 2025.
COVID-19 and its effects, the need for the creation of the single ICT space, the development of key sectors to boost economic growth are among agenda items at the meeting in Belize. Infrastructure Development Minister Honorable Norland Cox says government, through the Ministry of Health, is finalizing some critical matters that need to be addressed before the official opening of the Guelph Polyclinic, which he believes should take place in the not-too-distant future. The facility will provide health services to the people of St. John, St. Mark, and St. Patrick. The top floor of the clinic is being utilized as a vaccination and testing center, and there is minimal clinic activity there.
There was one major issue that has been holding up the final close on the project, and it's something that has to do with an electrical issue with Derelict. There is a pole to be replaced, and there is some boundary matters to be addressed. So for the past couple of weeks, we have been trying to finalize that. But for the most part, in terms of the building, that is completed. The furnitures, everything for inside, the refrigerators, everything for the clinic, that is procured and it is on island. So the Ministry of Health, they are ready to move on that.
He further reiterated the commitment of his ministry and the contractor to get the job done.
We did have some delays. We did have some additional work. It took a little longer time than normal. And that is one of the challenges with projects. They are dynamic. And when you have variations, then sometimes it's outside of the scope of the current contract, then you have to go back, and there are certain legal processes that we must follow to ensure that we do what is right in terms of the country finances, to make sure that we do the necessary assessment and that we get value for money. So that was one of the major activities that we had us to do, and that delayed the project to some extent. So our apologies for that, but that is some of the due diligence that has to take place when we have some significant projects like that. So, but we have gone past that, and the contractor is committed to complete. They are very, very much committed to ensure that we finish this project.
A section of the road in Mount Horn that collapsed due to a surge of water from a broken culvert has been given attention by the government. As a result of the slippage and limited space for motorists to traverse, government moves speedily to address the problem with the construction of a wall that is 65 feet long and 35 feet high. GIS visited the project recently and spoke with foreman Nicholson Fletcher, who says the work is now 80% complete.
Originally, the plan was 20 feet in height, but because of excavation and the amount of work that has to be done, it will be finished almost 30-35 feet in height. That project started in November of 2021. We had done excavation, because what has been happening is that the water volume that is coming through the culvert from the road has eroded the side of the road. It had broken it to one point. So it has becoming very dangerous for pedestrians as well as motorists that is vying the route, and it's a very active road, right? So that came about because of the danger that was foreseen.
Due to the type of soil and the level of vehicular traffic, Fletcher says the design of the structure of the wall will last for years to come.
The thickness to the bottom is 26 inches, finishing to the top just around 18 inches in width. So that has been happening for the past 4 months.
The completion date for the project has been extended as additional areas within the project site has been identified that needs attention. Construction of the retaining wall is one of many infrastructural projects presently ongoing in Mount Horn. Stay with us. The news will continue after the break. Welcome back. While the hope was to have some carnival-related activities staged at the Seamoon Cultural Center in St. Andrew, this no longer appears likely due to unforeseen delays that have pushed back the project. That's according to Minister for Infrastructural Development, Honorable Norland Cox. During the government's weekly post-cabinet press briefing on Tuesday, Senator Cox says government is committed to getting the project off the ground, with work to be undertaken by Kenny's Trucking on the $18 million EC project. The Seamoon Cultural Center, which was the base for cultural activities in the parish, was destroyed by Hurricane Ivan in 2004.
You would have a pavilion, a multi-story pavilion which will be constructed, and then you have a stage area that will be constructed separately. There's going to be a museum that will also house all our cultural and sporting heroes, past and current. So that is going to be listed with pictures and information on them. There is going to be an area for training, dancing, theater, things like that. Part of the design that was included was a 25-meter swimming pool. However, that is not included in this scope of works, but for future going forward, that was built in the initial concept that to have an area for the big parish for swimming. But we have not included that as part of this scope, but that is something that we are looking at.
The center will also include commercial spaces for small business activities, as agreed on during consultations with residents in the design phase of the project. Senator Cox says the designs were also sent to the diaspora for their input and buy-in. A billboard will be erected showcasing the design concept of the project. The Royal Grenada Police Force has received a donation of 10 desktop computers, 60 pairs of handcuffs, and 4 external hard drives from the Consulate of Grenada in Dubai and citizens of the United Arab Emirates. The donation was made days after the RGPF launched its Police Records Management Information System, which makes records, claims, and other pertinent information readily accessible online. Consul General Her Excellency Rose Ann Benjamin says the computers and hard drives will significantly improve the capacity of the force in its move towards digitization.
It can assist in the whole digitalization process of the police force. The hard drives basically aid in similar function, while the handcuffs, on the other hand, were donated since there is always wear and tear in these technology being used. I mean, handcuff, some of them might be a little bit rust, whatever the case may be. Therefore, it is always necessary to have new supplies. We believe every area, as I said before, is important and must be given some form of priority.
Ms. Benjamin says contributions have been made to various sectors and in recent months to the health sector to assist in the fight against COVID-19.
The citizens here have donated in the area of health, where they have assisted in donating COVID-19. They have also assisted the General Hospital with items. Donations were made to the Princess Alice Hospital, to the Guelph Polyclinic, and different areas. The list goes on and on. We have also donated computers, for example, to the prison to help with the education reform program. The primary schools, I think all of the primary schools would have gotten at least one desktop computer, and some of the secondary schools in St. John's, including Newlow and the library in St. John, also benefited from these computers as well.
Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin and members of the RGPF extend gratitude to the Consulate of Grenada in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and their citizens for the timely donation. That story brings us to the end of the National Report for Tuesday, March 1st, 2022. Recapping the top story. CARICOM heads say urgent work needs to be done to push forward the CSME agenda. On behalf of the entire news and production team here at the Government Information Service, I am Christian Mitchell saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
All right, and thank you as well. And now for a look at the weather as submitted by the Met Office. We can tell you that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with a medium chance of a few brief isolated showers. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be about 24.5 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate with waves of 5 to 7 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory is in effect. And your weather for tomorrow, Wednesday, it is expected to be partly cloudy with a medium chance of some light nighttime showers. Now the maximum temperature for tomorrow 31 degrees Celsius and the minimum 25. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate with waves up to 7 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory is in effect. Sun is expected to rise at around 6:24 a.m. tomorrow and set at 6:17 p.m. We're saying hello to those of you who are currently on YouTube. Every one of you on YouTube, and on a big scream. Hello, Velma. It's Clovey and Suzanne, Kireen and Karen Smart and Raybon, how are you doing? Yeah, some of you go in and you're out. Good life, hello to you as well. Yeah, so we see them, they're going in and they're coming out of YouTube. So hello to you guys, all right? And if I may say hello to those of you who are on Facebook, we want to say hello to you, all right? So I see that my mom is there as well, Lintona, Suzette, Ala, Java. Java never miss a program by what? Ezran too, Ezran, what? Shirin, all of all boy, what? All the different, Zaka, Vicky, I mean the whole crew, Celine, I wonder how all they do it, you know. Jacinta, hello to you. Monet, hello to you. Ventress, blessings to you as well. Praise and worship, I see you there as well. Ansha, blessings to you. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Yvonne, Teresa, who else is with there? I mean, everybody, everybody. All right. Blessings to you guys, and I'll say good night to you and wishing you all the best. Those of you who don't hear your name sometimes it's because I don't see when you're chatting, you know, Tim Ron and the crew. Blessings. So how I big up people is because I see them chatting on the thing. Cindy, hello. All right, I see them chatting, so I just call them while they chat. Okay, so if you find you're not hearing your name, it's because you're not actively in the thing. You understand? So, all right. So now you know. Patricia. Hi. Who do I like there? Doc. Hello. So take care, alright guys. Take care. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say Ja. No, take care.